So I was actually watching things about like creepy stories and stuff like that, and it reminded me of this one thing that I remembered from my childhood. I used to, when I was like really little, like a really little kid, I used to like have like a footrest at the end of my bed. I think everybody does by now, because I still do. But this was in like a really old house that I used to live in, like near the train station. So it has nothing to do with the train station, but I used to have imaginary friends as a kid, and I still do as a comfort method, but I used to have imaginary friends, and this one wasn't really an imaginary friend. It was just kind of this guy that I used to see. So his name was Ushy, and he used to wear these like striped pajamas, and I think my mom described him as being Russian. And he was really short. He was probably shorter than me. He had like, I think it was ginger hair, or was it black? Either ginger or black hair. I can't remember him exactly, since it's been such a long time. But he had either ginger or black hair and black eyes, like soulless black eyes. I think he was like really pale as well. He used to sit at the end of my bed. I don't know if it was on the footrest or just like at the end of my bed, like near my feet. But he used to sit at the end of my bed, like really late at night. And he used to tell me things about my mother, like specifically just my mother, like no other member of my family, just my mother. And he used to tell me like, hey, don't trust her, she's a bad person, you shouldn't like your mother, you shouldn't love her, and all these really terrible things about her. And I used to see him quite often, actually, pretty much like nearly every night, until I turned like 5, I think was when I stopped seeing him. So up until 4 years old, when I turned 5, I used to see him, or when I turned 5, I stopped seeing him. So I saw him for like up to 3 years, because I started seeing him when I was like 1 years old, 2 years old. So 2 or 3 years I started seeing him. And I remember one night or one morning, like really early in the morning, I woke up. And I remember what Ushy told me, that I shouldn't trust her, and that I shouldn't like her, and that I should like try to like be independent without her. And so what I did was I waltzed into her room like I owned the place, got up onto her bed next to her, and punched her directly in the face. And she woke up because of that, and she said, why the hell did you do that? And I explained to her that Ushy told me to. And I remember like describing to her what he looked like. I don't know what she did about him. She just thought that he was like an imaginary friend. He was not imaginary. I tell you that. He was not imaginary. I think I'll just stop here, since I am like a bit busy with like, you know, the animation of the Vine thing with the story I'm working on. Yeah, I'm still working on that because I ended up losing motivation, but I am going to carry on working on that now, so peace.